Welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galdon. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, I'd like to take you on a journey. Now, not a journey through the cosmos with Carl Sagan or anything exciting like that, but how about through Clan War Leagues this season as Lost Phoenix makes their attempt to make it to the pinnacle of Clan War Leagues, Champion 1. Now, as you may or may not already know, Lost Phoenix promoted from Masters 1 to Champion 3 in the first season, then stayed in Champion 3 in Season 2 and promoted to Champion 2 in Season 3. So now we are ready. We have been practicing like crazy. Intense friendly challenges like the one you see on your screen right here, which I did immediately before doing my Day 1 CWL War Attack. I have switched back to Queenwalk Miner, and I haven't had a lot of luck grabbing the 3 stars, but at this point I have enough practice that I feel like if I come from a relatively safe angle, that it's likely to be a 2-star at least, then it's got a shot at a 3-star. I'm not a pro at looking at bases, breaking them down, and knowing exactly what they are vulnerable against. You know, whether it's going to be better against a Queenwalk Laloon or Queenwalk Miner, or maybe Bowlers and Witches, or maybe even Electro Dragons. So, yeah, we're going to talk to some people in the coming days who are pros at war, literally, and get their feedback and input about different attack strategies, about plans to winning wars at CWL, and how to build an impressively strong clan that will compete against the top clans in the world. And of course, up here at Champion 2 and at Champion 1, you're finding pretty much only maxed out defenses. It's actually relatively rare to find a base that doesn't have maxed out Town Hall 12 defenses. Maybe the heroes, maybe the walls aren't all the way to the top yet, but I would imagine at Champion 1 that will be extremely rare that you find a base up there that doesn't have everything maxed out, because any disadvantage like that could be exploited by the opposing team and cost you a war. So there we go. We pick up the 3-star on Havoc, feeling pretty good. So we go in and we decide to grab Kimcat, number 8 from the Adult Clan on the other side. And now I will admit that this is kind of an elementary entry right here. I mean, it's a very obvious funnel on the right and left, and then send the miners down the middle. I didn't have a lot of imagination here, but also at the same time, there was not a lot of risk. Now, a solid Queenwalk Miner is going to get the queen in and get her some value other than just kind of funneling. You know, you want her to get in ideally after an Eagle Artillery, the Barbarian King, the Archer Queen, the Clan Castle, maybe an Inferno or 2. Now, we did get the Barb King down on the left-hand side. That was critical to get him out of the way with my own Barbarian King. Archer Queen on the right-hand side, not quite getting to the Eagle, but she does activate the Clan Castle, and we are just barely able to keep her alive as we start the main assault with the miners headed right down the middle. I realize also now that the Wall Wrecker, maybe not the best idea, might have done better maybe with a Stone Slammer right there. In any case, we get the Valkyries in with the miners, kind of mixing it up. They run in, and we've got the heal spell in there. Again, you can see where I'm playing it a little bit too safe. Overlapping the heal spells, probably not ideal. Archer Queen is going to wander off out to the right and unfortunately can't stay up any longer. The healers, however, move in and help out with the miners. We're only at 56% right now, but tons of miners left. Unfortunately, all 3 Inferno Towers left, and that is going to make it extremely difficult for me to triple this base. So at this point, I kind of knew that it wasn't going to happen. I knew that I wasn't going to grab the 3-star, but we're going to hold on because, like we say in the live streams, which, by the way, there are no live streams happening this week for the CWL. Okay, so if you're looking for those, if you're wondering about if somebody's in Poland, if I'm in Poland, nope, nobody's there. It's not happening this week or this season, but hopefully it will be resuming in the near future. As soon as I have information on that, I promise to tell you. In the meantime, we will follow Lost Phoenix this week, and I will be talking to some players from Dark Looters. They are obviously already in Champion 1. They are as high as the leagues go right now, so it will be interesting to compare the makeup the clans, how difficult they are, how solid they are, how many 3 stars are happening. Lost Phoenix, pretty much all maxed out Town Hall 12s. Dark Looters also pretty much all maxed out Town Hall 12s, but they're in a league above us. So again, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. In the meantime, Galladon's War Attack, his one and only day 1 Clan War League attack ends up at 88%. So solid, but as you can see, quite a ways from the 3 star. But the good news is, here we go. Lost Phoenix off to a smoking lead against the Adult Clan. We can check out the rounds, the group, but more importantly, we will go to the War Day today and show you that Lost Phoenix already putting up the triples. Okay, so there are the wars that we are going to be facing against those 7 other clans. But here we go. Against Adult, we have 3 3-star attacks and 5 2-stars. So no major fails, no 1 stars or of course 0 stars. But these triples, man, we're going to check out Spicus right here with a 3-star. And we're just going to see what army comp they used. So Spicus used bats. So bats are not dead. We will come back. I'm going to watch that replay in a second. Here we go. Will used Electro Dragon. So more traditional. Electro Dragon, just not clone, not bat, anything. And then, check this out. A newer member to Lost Phoenix, HY or High, coming in with what I would consider a relatively advanced strategy and also one that can be pretty difficult. Now you'll notice that High seems to be funneling the Archer Queen out to the right, which would bring it in range of that single target Inferno. I found that curious, but nonetheless, this works out really well. The Warden, I need to learn these things. The Warden in with the Walking Queen, and then a little bit of funneling over here. So it looks like maybe the intent was to get the Queen to dive in there and go after that single target Inferno. Of course, the Queen can be very difficult to predict, and sure enough, she moves off here to the left. So High probably was going to send in the Siege Machine after that wall by the single target Inferno so that she could get to it, adjusting right here, dropping the Siege Machine here from the bottom left. Then you've got the Barb King on the far left with some bowlers. They are completing the funnel. Pretty much everybody moves in. Look at the massive amount of rage right there as all of those bowlers roll in, get under rage. You've got the Warden's ability as they get sucked around by the tornado. A great jump spell in there to let them in after that core enclosure. And now they are going to take down that town hall and quickly go to work on those surrounding defensive structures. So right here you can see a few keys to any Queen Walk attack. You want to keep her alive, you got to have her avoid that single target Inferno or go in directly after it. And that is usually true with both single and multi-targeting Infernos. If you let her pace past a multi-target Inferno, it will focus on the healers and wipe them out very quickly. So either way, you usually need something to get her in over through a wall to get those Inferno towers down. You saw my noob Queen Walk with very low value for the Queen Walk itself. And here, HY's Walk, well, the Queen is still alive, and coupled with this primary group of bowlers that went through the entire core of this base, you can see why this ended up being a 3-star. Now, nothing left for HY to do at this point than just watch. Every ability, everything has been used, dropped. Just a matter of can they get through to that last multi-targeting Inferno. You can see that it's probably going to be the last structure alive and a difficult one to get to, but again, lots of bowlers right here, and the healers luckily are out of range. The Inferno Tower is occupied with other units, so the healers stay alive. The Queen stays super healthy. She has regained all of her health, and there she does indeed take down the Inferno Tower. A couple of last builder huts go down, and the #1 base of our opposing clan on the first day of our first try to get to Champion 1 gets 3-starred. So we'll take a look again. I wanted to show Cloud Conquerors attacking. Okay, but this isn't a live stream, so rather than showing that live attack at the moment, we're going to go for the guaranteed triple right here from Spicus. Now, this is interesting because I've heard a lot of people complaining. Oh, you can see right here where it's vulnerable. No wizard towers, and that's a single target Inferno. So you know right away that's where the bat spells are going to go. A lot of people say the bat spells are dead. Obviously not. Here comes a 3-star we're about to watch. And, oh, the bat spell's on the edge. Spicus dropping the bat spells way out on the edge right here. That is not something you see every day. Look at those bats stack up right there all over the place, just popping from defense to defense to defense, wiping out that entire bottom left quadrant of the base. And despite the freeze from the Ice Golem there, that might have actually helped those dragons. They're going to kind of hold out a little bit, let the bats get through most of the defenses on the bottom left, and check out the Town Hall. The last dragon's strike just barely takes down the Town Hall right there, although I guess that the rest of these units on the far right might have made it over to the Town Hall next. Instead, they're funneled. They've got a very narrow path to follow right here, and Spicus again looking good, but starting to thin out the pack of E-Dragons right here. But notice, at 3/4 of the way through the base, the Archer Queen way out at the top dropped late, and she of course has her ability. That is going to make a huge difference as we wrap up this attack. The Archer Queen, she doesn't need healers because she's at nearly 100% health. As she moves in closer to that Inferno Tower, it will eventually lock onto her. Interesting though, watch the percentages as the Electro Dragon gets through multiple structures right here. 97%, but that's right, there's a third structure off the screen. Archer Queen on her way to go get it out of the corner, the Tesla, and what that enables her to do is to come back and shoot at the enclosure of the Inferno Tower from a distance. Now, had she not had her ability left, it could have been super close right here. But with the Archer Queen's Royal Cloak, there is no chance for this Inferno Tower. She is going to move in and take it down in one shot. 3 stars for Spicus, and keep your fingers crossed. I will keep you guys updated as to the progress Lost Phoenix makes towards Champion 1. Right now, feeling good, but we really have no idea what Adult has in store. I will also tell you this. My war base, I've never shown it in a live stream or a video because it has never been 3-starred since I adjusted it for bat spells. We'll see if it happens this season. Thank you guys, as always, for watching all the way to the end of the episode. If you haven't hit that like button already, do me a favor, hit it. If you like my video, I'll like your comment. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Be kind to other people, be kind to animals, and I hope that you all come back again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galidon, what if Tom and I dislike your video? Will you dislike or comment?